this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Using his legs, it's Knight. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the draw, it's Knight. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Knight. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. 1st drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
They'll test the right side. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the 1st drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your 1st possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
They'll move the tight end. Throwing more. Catch in the middle. It's Hooks. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not... There's a crease. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield as it throws toward the end zone. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Here's Moore to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
In the gun on third down, Moore. Floating away. Breaks into the open. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Ducks are threatening on first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Moore to the air. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Ducks. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking for room. It's Knight. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Moving out to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hand.
Maybe some room here. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning at Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola. Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago when you needed it, had to have. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not to make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick type stuff.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The Ducks are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moore, play action. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Running the red zone. It's Hill. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moore. Guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Complete. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Iamaleava. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Scrambling away. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Just what they were looking for. Got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
The officials stop play as they come out to tend to this injured Bruin. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Here's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Going to the run, it's Thomas. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA! The extra point here would tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Runs through the tackle. And they swarm him under.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Dante Moore fires to the middle, finds his man, it's hooked. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. On his feet at the 40. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. On the run, it's Thomas. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll do it himself on the draw. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Throwing more. Lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Finds his man. It's Ellis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Now Iamaleava escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Thomas. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The unproductive first down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Complete to the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Iamaleava. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 7 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Nittany Lions sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Appreciate it.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Here's Moore to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the UCLA sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Iamaleava on the play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Complete downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it, obviously.
Maybe a crease. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the move, it's Cox. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The officials stop play as they come out to tend to this injured Bruin. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Might be calling a hot route. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback running on the draw. Strong, tough run, and he's brought down just inches away from the score. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Drilled as he throws, and they... Come on, 4th down with the heat.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The run inside. It's Davison. Got enough for the first. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start gives them a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Motion from the wideout. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Inside the 25. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Moore. Snagged out of the air. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play. Disaster now dealing with 2nd and 13. Play fake, Iamaleava. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25.
Here we go. Ready, go.
The play action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bruins will punt this one away.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field hoping to get things going here. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the draw, it's Knight. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field, and then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing, Imaliava. Stepping to the right. Got a man. And the defense drags him down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Go. Play action, Imaliava. And he got smacked just as he released the... It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Imaliava to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Hill.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Under fire. He's on the move.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ball.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Fighting off the defender. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Iamaleava fires to the right. It's caught. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The Bruins. Second and short to keep this drive moving. Iamaleava to the air again. Flips it out to the back. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. The quick out. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throwing, Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can... after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. You know, there's no real reason to panic.